Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Are y'all excited? Because I'm on time. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Operation Heal 100 Hearts channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot motherfucking topics. Okay, you nosy motherfuckers. I got a show for us. Well, not I have a show for us. Y'all know what we watching. Y'all, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Y'all. Y'all know what we watching, and y'all better be tuned the fucking. We watching Deb's House RnB. Now remember, I told y'all it's on the All Black network, but I see you can also watch it on Amazon Prime. I usually catch mine there as well because I don't usually catch the All Black Network, and I think it comes on Friday nights. So what I do know about if you have Prime is I think you can catch it maybe after 12 on Friday, on Thursday night or something like that. Who knows? But again, I like Deb's House. I reviewed the last two episodes. We're on episode number 3, and y'all better be tuned. Again, y'all better be tuned. Okay, well, let's get into this review. Give me 2 seconds. Make sure you, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. And let's get into this review. Sorry, y'all. This is Deb's House RnB Season 2, Episode 3. The name of the episode is called On the Spectrum. Now, the episode started off with Deb going outside to check on Amber because remember, Amber was outside fading the black. The assistant came in to tell Deb, listen, Amber is outside losing her cool. You might want to head on out and see what's going on, right? So Deb goes out there to check on Amber, and she's like, no, what's going on? You yelling, you screaming, you cursing, you making other folks uncomfortable. What's your deal? So Amber was like, well, how am I making other folks uncomfortable? I'm not yelling and screaming and cursing at them. I'm doing this all within myself, and I'm just quote unquote releasing. And then she started getting emotional. Okay, girl. So Deb shared, she was like, for whatever reason, on the TikTok when I was doing all the auditions and stuff like that, you was proud to share on TikTok that you was a high functioning autistic person. Now here in the house amongst these girls, you don't want to share that, but you shared it on TikTok. What's the problem, right? So her confessional, Amber says, I worked really, really hard to be here, and I just want to do music because that's what I love doing. Amber, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut up, okay? But all right, fine. My whole thing is even if she doesn't say that she's a high functional autistic person, why she just can't communicate with the staff and with the production staff and the ladies in the house how she processes things so then they won't take it personal when they see her wigging out, right? So I was like, okay, no worries. Anywho, they're still performing the songs that they wrote to the beats that they were given with the MP3 players, right? So Tara E went up to do her song. I like Tara E, and that's my homegirl and all that. But Tara E, every episode since it's been on, and it's only been on for 3 episodes, we learned something new about you. So first you was a junkie, and then you was a former prostitute, and now you got 6 kids. I said, Tara, what the fuck? What are you doing here? You okay, girl? Okay. So anywho, her song was good. I like Tara's voice. Like I said, she gives me the Anais vibes from Love and Hip Hop, and then Ashley went up. Her song was nice, right? In my opinion, Ashley is the most likable one. She's the most likable one. That's the breast cancer survivor. That's the one who came to the auditions with her ass out. And Miss Deb was like, girl, you know your ass was out. And I feel like Miss Deb, you was only acting like that because she was chubby. Because I think if she was slim, you wouldn't have cared about her ass being out. But anywho, she is the most likable one in the group. Audrey went up. She did her song. I mean, it was okay. And then Tara A went up and she did her song. Tara A, I want to say something. Hey, Stephanie girl. Tara A, I want to say something. Right? Tara A, you are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Your skin complexion is beautiful. And even with your whole head knocked off, because she bald headed, she still has one of the best faces there. The only thing about you, Tara A, my girl, you got to get you a dental plan. You got to get you a good dental plan. Once the dentist get that all together, because it looked like it's supposed to be, how many, like 32 and it's 42. Listen, just get that together, girl. You're going to be fire. Okay, girl. Anywho, Kimberly went up to do her song. I like Kimberly. I like Kimberly because sometimes you see two different sides of Kimberly. But only thing Kimberly give me, she hung out with Harriet and Tubman enough. Kimberly look too old. I'm sorry. God forgive me. I'm age shaming. Fuck that. Kimberly look too old for this challenge. But that's my girl. That's my girl because she did something this episode that I said, keep Big Kim around. Keep Big Kim around. That's my girl. So then AJ went up, right? Remember I told y'all AJ is the white dyke, right? Listen, Miss Deb, come to the front of the congregation. come your big burly ass to the front of the congregation. Miss Deb, you know what I feel like? I feel like you keeping certain people around because of their circumstances, right? I feel like with Amber, you're keeping her around because of the autism. I feel like with AJ, you keeping her around since because her sexuality. I don't give a damn about AJ being in no fucking alphabet community. She been fumbling since episode motherfucking 1. Every time you look up, y'all gotta say something about her voice. Girl, I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this. If you're gonna be keeping folks around because of their circumstances, then listen, I know it's a few folks that you already let go, you could have kept around. So I don't like that. But anyway, when AJ went up once again, she fucking up. And I'm there looking like, okay, girl, because you've been doing this since episode 1. And again, we on episode 3, right? So then they all was asked to come back out. Ms. Deb was telling them how they did a good job, how she's proud of them, yada, yada, yada. And then she said, I want everybody to step up and say something about themselves. Right. So, everybody went up and gave this. Like one of them said, oh, I'm Brazilian. And Daisha said, it's not another like me. Basically, I'm unique and yada, yada, yada. So when Amber goes up, she breaks out into this big Angie Stone song. Rest in peace, Angie. And in that song, she lets them know that she's a high function, or she has autism. She's one of the high functioning autistic people. And then she has this whole emotional breakdown. Right. And okay, girl. So seeing as though they ain't going to detail what that looks like, I took my nosy ass over to Chat GPT because I want to know, like, what is some of the traits of a high functioning autistic person? Because I'm watching your ass. I'm watching you, Amber. I'm watching you. So this is what they said on Chat GPT. They said signs of a person with high functioning autism. High functioning autism isn't a formal medical diagnosis anymore. It usually falls under autism spectrum disorder level 1. But many people still use the term to describe someone on the spectrum who has an average to above average intelligence and relatively strong language skills. Signs can vary widely from person to person, but here are some common ones. Social and communication signs, difficulty reading social cues, tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. I want y'all to remember that part. Hey, Tifa girl, I want you to remember that part. Because remember, they said Amber is a high-functioning autistic person, and one of the social and communication signs is that she has difficulty reading social cues, tone of voice, facial expressions, body language. Remember that, because this will come back to bite Amber in her ass, and I know it. She has trouble starting or maintaining conversations or talking at people instead of with them. A preference for routines and social interactions, may script conversations or repeat phrases, may avoid eye contact or find it uncomfortable, and a strong sense of honesty, may be very direct or blunt. Okay, some of these things I've seen with you, girl. Then it says behavioral signs. Strong need for structure and routine. Changes can cause stress or anxiety. Deep focus on specific interests, something called special interests, and can talk about them extensively. Repetitive behaviors or movements like pacing, hand tapping, and rocking. Sensory sensitivities, being overwhelmed by loud noises, texture, smells, or lights. Cognitive and emotional signs. Excellent memory in certain areas. Oh, so the bitch got selective memory. Okay. Facts, dates, numbers, and details. Logical or detail-focused thinking, sometimes struggling with abstract or figurative concepts. They have difficulty understanding or expressing emotions in typical ways. May mask or camouflage behaviors in public, but feel drained afterwards. Strengths often seen. She can be strong. She has strong problem-solving skills in areas of interest, creativity, and unique ways of thinking, high levels of persistence and focus, loyalty, honesty, and relationship, blah, 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 blah. Take y'all ass to Chat GPT if y'all want the rest of it. The long and the short of it is, these is all the things they said about Amber, right? My thing is, even if she didn't want to go up there and physically announce that, I'm autistic, she could have just shared with production and with the girls in the house, I receive things a certain way, and this is just my personality. Please don't take it personal. But again, we're going to keep watching. But anywho, I was cracking the fuck up because after she did her whole emotional breakdown of her announcement, Kimberly, I know you said you look, I said you look like you helped Harriet with the Underground Railroad and all of that, and to free the slaves and all that. But Kimberly, I want to tell you something. I need you around because you paying attention. Kim want her confessional. She said, listen here, bitch. You can play Miss Deb face all you want with that autism bullshit. I'm letting you know right now when Miss Deb ain't around, ain't shit autistic about you, ho, but I'm watching you. I was here for Kimberly. Somebody, it must be said, though it hurts to say. Thank you. Thank you, but okay, Kim. Okay, Kim. Your point gonna get. I feel like your point gonna get proven in future episodes. So we gonna keep watching. We gonna keep watching. So anywho, Miss Deb was like, "Oh, y'all did so great on the song challenge. We ain't doing no eliminations today. Blah 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 blah. Right? Hold on 1 second, y'all." Okay, I'm sorry about that, right? So then the next day, they showed that when they came back from the challenge, they got back in the house because remember, the cameras got to go down for them to, have some downtime. But remember, it's cameras all over the house. So the production cameras is not up, but the household cameras is still running, right? So apparently, Daisha and AJ had gotten to this heated argument, right? And then you see AJ telling, I think that was Audrey, that was telling AJ to calm down, and she was saying, "Cause I'm a loony ass bitch, and it's documented that I'm a nut, and you don't want none of this. I'm on papers, and yeah, she wrapped up and ain't wrapped right, and all this nut shit." I knew you was a piece of work, cause you give me what's the movie? You give me Eminem and you give me you hung out with them in Detroit. That's what you give me, AJ girl. Move. But anywho, Daisha was in her confessional and she was saying she ain't no snitch ass bitch. And where she come from, you don't get no cool points for being a rat. And Daisha, shut the fuck up. You look like you can hang out with Charlamagne. I mean, with Charlamagne from a different world. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You 8 Mile. Yes. AJ give me, she was in 8 Mile, Tifa. That's why Tifa is my favorite nosy neighbor because she be on point. 8 Mile. AJ give me a real 8 Mile tease. But back to you, Deja, because you look like fucking Charmaine from a different world. Shut the fuck up. Because your little bird face keep going around starting shit. And then when they catch your raggedy ass, you keep talking about, because I ain't no motherfucking rat. And I ain't no snitch. Shut up. If you shut the fuck up, you won't have to be a rat. But anywho, then the cameras is catching everything, right? So then Aunt Deb shows up, right? Now, Aunt Deb, I got... Girl, Aunt Deb, you better have some brand deals with faux furs and fucking thigh-high boots and bad lace fronts. Because this all you... All right, let me leave my aunt alone. She like my Aunt Joyce. But anywho, so now Miss Deb show up. So now Sheree go and she like, listen, we calling a house meeting. Could y'all bring y'all raggedy ass upstairs? Miss Deb is here and it's up and it's stuff, right? So they all go upstairs to have the house meeting, right? So they trying to rehash what happened. Basically, the issue is Daisha is the person who said on camera that Amber, they believe Amber is the plant. But Daisha said, yeah, I said it, but I got it from AJ. That's where it came from. AJ said, you's a motherfucking lying. You don't love Jesus, ho. I did not tell you a motherfucking thing, so stop lying on me. Daisha, it don't matter what the fuck AJ told you, because guess what? When you wasn't in 8 Mile. She was. She was smart enough not to know to get caught standing on camera. You got caught standing on camera, so we believe it came from you, Charmaine. You should have been more smarter than fucking that. Anywho, they was basically breaking down the story. Audrey, let me say something about you, Audrey. You know how to... Don't laugh, Shifa. You know how sometimes when your nerves get bad, certain things happen. Like I know sometimes somebody's nerves get bad, they gotta take a shit. And so, Audrey, it looked like with you, when your nerves get bad, you have a breakout and you might need to calm down because your skin looks a little crazy. So I think you need to get that together. But anyway, she was up there talking something about Audrey getting on my nerves, even though she ain't in the drama. Somehow you get my nerves. But they was basically saying the house is divided in fours. They was like the A's is one group, Amber, AJ, Audrey, and Ashley. And then the other group is Tara A, Tara E, Daisha, and Kimberly. And they was like, it's been a little bit of war since then, right? Then Amber revealed that AJ told her about Daisha was talking about her, saying her voice sounds terrible, blah, blah, blah. AJ said, and did. And motherfucking did. Because you tried to put it out there that I said that Amber was a print rumor and you was a motherfucking lie. So Audrey revealed that while she and Amber were sleeping on the couch, Tara E is who looked like Anais from Love and Hip Hop with the 6 kids, the ex-prostitute, and the ex-druggie. Miss Deb, if you care about anybody fucking circumstances, it better be Tara E. Because Tara E got a lot of shit going on. Anywho, Amber and Audrey would sleep on the couch. Tara E ain't know they would sleep on the couch, and she jumped on the phone and started running her motherfucking mouth. She called her family, told them all the house business, called the producers, ratting on every motherfucking body. Meanwhile, she don't know they right there listening to her do all this fuck shit, right? So Miss Deb was like, yo, ho, why in the fuck is you making phone calls to outside entities about what the fuck going on here? right? So she was like, well, number one on the list, I made the phone call to my family because that's who I vent to, So I felt like they're my outlet and I can call and speak with them about what's going on. So Miss Dad was looking at her like, I'm from the streets, ho. I don't do that. We ain't calling nobody about nothing. So I'm looking at Tara E like, girl, I think you done fucked up, right? But really and truly, Tara E, I think you fucked up even more because none of this wasn't none of your business. You inserted yourself and you started gossiping and then so on and so forth. And Ms. Dead said, because it wasn't Tara E, you got to roll. You're eliminated. And I feel a way about that. I feel a way about that, on Deb, because you caring about every motherfucking circumstances and not Tara's. Tara is a former street walker, a druggie, and she got 6 mouths to feed. That wasn't right. I ain't like that. She was stirring the pot, but at least she wasn't in the pot. I ain't like that, Miss Devin. You know what that came from? That came from your old street life where you used to carry niggas' guns and cook niggas' crack. I ain't like that. I ain't like them kicking Tara E off. But Tara E, girl, you got bigger fish to fry. You got mouths to feed. You got to try to stay sober because this situation might take you down, God forbid, and then you won't need fun, so you might get back there out there in the streets. But I'm praying for you, Tara E. I'm going to find you on social media and see if I can send you a Zelle or something like that, because that wasn't right. So, all right, boom. Tara had to go. One thing I like about this show, I can give this show credit. One thing I like about them, the people don't leave and start tearing the paint off the wall and shit. Fuck y'all, fuck you, Miss Deb. I kill you, ho. But they was doing that on the rap one. You see, RnB is a little bit more subdued, so the ladies leave call me. All right, Miss Deb, thank you for the opportunity, you bulldagging bitch. I really appreciate this. Fuck you, ho. And they going on out the door and kiss the mic. So I can appreciate they don't start no drama. And Miss Deb, like, ooh, you know how she is. So you don't want to get that fucking pit bull started, right? So anywho, Audrey, I want to say something about you too. Hold on, I want to say one thing about you, Audrey. Hold on. Audrey, if this show ever have a reunion with your badass skin and your oatmeal cream pie face, if they dare to get this show a reunion, because I could tell you never had a fight before. If they dare to give this show a reunion, people like Tara, because Tara's scrappy. Tara is a former streetwalker. Tara scrappy. She fought for her funds and for her virginity and all that. She's scrappy. If they give this show a reunion, all that shit you be popping in your confessional, Audrey, you gonna get your ass wet. You gonna get your little chunky ass wet. So you better start working out now because they might surprise y'all and give this show a reunion. And Tara that got kicked off. Tara is back street walking. Tara's back doing what she got to do, strange for some change. She gonna bust your ass. And I wanted to, because you talk a lot of shit in them confessionals, girl. And I know you ain't never have a fight. I can tell. Right? So anywho, the next day, Deb brings, and I think this all happened the same day. Deb, you had them doing too much in one day, girl. That's one thing I don't like about you, is you gonna catch a Diddy case too? You better not be on your whole Celine shit in there, having them girls carpet munch you and shit. You know what? See, y'all can't get me activated. See, what this is show I like? I talk my shit. Okay, let's go back, right? So Dad brings Cisco, Uncle Fester looking ass in there. I didn't want to see Cisco. I did not want to see Cisco. All right. I remember his cornball ass from Love and Hip Hop. He was down with the Creep Squad. Cisco got on my fucking nerves. But you know what? Cisco, he used to play with Richie Dollars. He used to play with Richie Dollars. And you know Richie Dollars scary. You know Richie Dollars was raised right. He don't really want no smoke. But he tried to bring that shit to Peter Guns. Peter was like, Cisco, I beat the shit out you. He's like, Peter, don't you will, Peter? You gonna take it there? We brother. Peter said, bitch, I'm rich. Don't try that shit with me. I got 99 kids and nigga, you ain't one of them. So yeah, I love Peter. Peter, my uncle, even though he ain't no fucking good, he my fucking uncle. So I didn't want to see Uncle Fester looking at Cisco. But whatever, in all fairness, Cisco got some skin in the game when it comes to this music shit. So all right, let Cisco be there, right? So Deb was Cisco because the girls will now go to the studio and record them songs they made to the beats from them MP3 players, and they're gonna record now. But Cisco is gonna help them, get in formation, help them ride the beat correctly, edit the song, do all that bullshit, right? So Cisco tore their asses up. Cisco tore them up. Everybody that went in there, he was like, wait, what? Wait, go back. What the fuck you just said? Take that part. Say that again. Who brought you here? Girl, that's your real voice? Oh no. And that's what you plan on doing in front of Dad? He tore their ass up. So all of them was looking mortified. I was like, damn, right? But let me tell you something, right? Remember, he tearing everybody up, right? Now, I didn't particularly see him say this to Amber, and I have an issue with that, but I'm going to bring that up later. But Amber said, he said she was too pitchy or some shit like that. Because he said that about a few people. He said about AJ too. But you see him giving all the other girls the constructive criticism. I didn't see, y'all let me know if y'all saw that part. I didn't see when he actually gave the constructive criticism to Amber. But let me tell you what the bitch did, right? Let me tell you what the bitch did, because I'm going to get you, Sugar Bear. I'm going to get your ass, because I know what Kim said is right, and I'm on Kim Tubman fucking side. You using that shit to play in our face, right? So anyway, he said to her whatever he said to her, right? Which was a constructive criticism. Now, in my opinion, right, that's just like me taking feedback from a very, very popular and successful content creator. Whether I agree with the feedback or not, that got to be a humbling experience for me, because this person know this field. You know, I'm not where they are yet. So I got to at least take it in, even if I don't agree with it. Hear this bitch now, right? So he gives her the feedback. She go on her confessional, right? Ain't nobody perfect. I don't want to be, and I ain't trying to be. On Deb, get your pit bull in the skirt looking ass down here. Get down, on Deb, get down here. Get down here, on Deb. Let me talk in your fucking voice so you can hear me. Let me ask a question, on Deb. Did Amber make that comment because she's a high-functioning autistic person, or did she say that shit because she didn't give a fuck about what Cisco had to say? You let me know. You let me know, on Deb. And I don't want to hear that she ain't pick up on no social fucking cue. You heard one of the signs that they said the motherfuckers can be blunt to a point they have no self-awareness. That's what the fuck the bitch meant. She said what she meant. We're not blaming that on the autism, okay? So I don't want to hear that shit. But when she say shit like that, on Dad, what you ain't gonna keep doing, bitch, bark somewhere else. We on that bitch head top. Right. So anywho, right? Tara A. Tara A is the boy, the bitch who I said is beautiful. She's beautiful. And she just got to get a better dental plan, because she's supposed to have 32. She had 55. But we're going to get that together. We're going to yank some out, put the other ones in the right places, and get my girl together. So anyway, she took her boy ass in there. Cisco ate her alive. But I think she was more affected about what Cisco said, because he was basically saying, like, he don't even think you ready to be in this house to compete. And that's harsh to hear. Like, everybody else got feedback, like, you know, your voice might be a little pitchy, your tone might be a little off. Niggas ain't hear that. They ain't need to be there. So she was mortified. So she came out crying, and she was basically saying, like, you know, that hurt me, because I really, really want this, yada, yada, yada. And then she went into she a dyke and all like that. And AJ almost carpet munched her right there. And I didn't care about that, right? So then they come back for day 2 in the studio, right? But this time it's not only Cisco, it's Miss Deb too, right? And I mean, what do I mean? If y'all want to know my honest opinion, all them songs sound like bullshit to me. But again, remember, they rookies, they knew, they just got the beat the day before, you know. So I think it's just more about seeing like your stage performance, your voice, not necessarily how good the song was. So I was like, okay, whatever, right? So Ms. Deb let them know. She said, listen, I'm not only looking for singers, I'm looking for stage presence as well, because I want all our entertainers, right? So let everybody get back in there. Let's see what we're gonna do. So everybody went there one-on-one. Cisco looking at them like they crazy, but now they got 6 sets of eyes on them, because Brandon is there. Miss Deb, that's what he give me? He give me Vince mixed with I'm sorry, for 2004. Brandon, and with a pocketbook strap, is him, is Miss Deb, and it's Cisco giving you the hairy eyes. So you got to do good, because if not, they gonna tear your face off. So they all looking. You know, for the most part, everybody did okay, all right. Then it was AJ go. I'm tired of this. And I don't want to hear this. What I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear every time. You know what I don't like? You know, let me talk my motherfucking shit, right? You know what I don't like? When it comes to fat people, yes, my community, dark-skinned people, and LGBT. Oh my God, right? And we see, you know what? I'm only speak for my community. I ain't gonna speak for the dykes and the crispy bitches. I'm gonna speak for my community, right? This is what I will say. Listen, if you don't want nobody talking about your fucking weight because it makes you uncomfortable, then you have to lose it. But nobody can make you uncomfortable about something you're already comfortable about. That's just like when somebody say to you, oh, if somebody try to insult you by calling you pretty, if you're confident about feeling pretty, bitch, you can use that as an insult all you want. That shit gonna fly over my motherfucking head because that's how I feel about me, and that makes me feel good. And I always tell people, I never experienced the whole like when you was in school, you got teased and they had to call your mother and you didn't want to come to school. Hell fucking no. Hell no. Sometimes I send my old pictures to the family group chat and I be like, oh, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't tell me I look like this. They said, bitch, we ain't think you cared. We ain't think you cared. You walked around like you was Beyonce from then to now. I didn't care. I didn't. And then when I started, I did something about it. So this whole sensitivity around if you dark skin, if you fat, if you LG, that only comes from because that group of people feels insecure. I'm sorry to say it, but it must be said. The only reason why such sensitivity around it is because the insecurity is there already. Because if the insecurity was not there already, nobody would give a fuck about the things that you say. So anywho, going back to AJ, because like I said, Miss Deb, I think you sometimes might be a part of the LGBTQ community, or maybe AJ is carpet munching you at night that you keep giving her passes because Cisco is looking at AJ, Brandon is looking at AJ, and you've been looking at AJ since episode 1. AJ got to go. Y'all telling her go back in there 3 million more times. No, try it again. Try. I ain't. Okay, girl. I guess, right? So anywho, they was like, all right, y'all will go sit outside. We're gonna figure out who we eliminating, right? So when they went to sit outside, I'm wondering, Deb, it's only 10 girls, and it look like you've been eliminating 2 girls per episode. Deb, is this gonna be a 5-episode show? Because if they took last time, it was 10, so they took your episodes down. Girl, they might be about to cancel you, but they shouldn't cancel you. I like this. Next, do Deb's house reggae. I like this. So anywho, they told them to go sit outside. So when they went to sit outside, she said, oh, I'm going to have Brandon, which I thought she would have had Cisco. But anyway, she said she's going to have Ruben Studdard, the godson, help her be sorry before 2004 with the elimination. So he was like, well, who would you eliminate? He's like, well, first, let me tell you, Cisco said he think you should eliminate Tara A, my bullheaded homegirl. He was like, but me personally, I would eliminate AJ. I don't think AJ got it. I don't think AJ going to get it. And I think if AJ could still suck your pussy, whether she's on the show or not. Right? And I agree. Let these people go, girl. And so now him is Deb now. Oh, there's a long list. No, she said what I told y'all the issue is. My attachment issues, and she's been told no and had the door slammed in her face so many times. So I don't want to be added to that list of another one of those people slammed up. Miss Deb, no, you don't want to stop getting sucked up. Girl, you can still get that when she's not on the show. We don't have time for that. Another person I see you do that with, but I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, right? Another thing I didn't notice. Wait, peep the peepery, right? Remember on the first day when Cisco gave the constructive criticism, remember Amber told us what Cisco said. We ain't see Cisco give her no constructive. And even when they was going in the booth the second day, they ain't show us nothing being said to Amber. You see that? So y'all trying to hide because y'all know she probably clicked the fuck out and start breaking shit in here, and y'all gonna still want to keep her around. That's why y'all not showing what she said. You know what? I'm not here for this bullshit, but okay, girl. Got it. Anywho, yeah, Ms. Deb starts saying because of her attachment issues. And I'm going to tell you who your attachment issues pertain to, Ms. Deb. It pertains to Amber with this autism shit. It pertains to AJ with that dyke shit. And it pertains to Kimberly because you looking at Kimberly like she old like you, but you feel like she still got it. Because you start saying shit like she used to sing behind Faith Evans and she used to carry Martin Luther King suits and shit. Who cares if Kim got it or Kim don't? What I like about Kim on point. Kim is on motherfucking point, right? So keep Kim around, right? So anywho, Ms. Deb ended up eliminating my boyhead and homegirl Tara A, right? It was sad. Both Taras went home this episode. Me personally, I think AJ should have went home, but I don't necessarily feel like Tara was too far behind AJ. So I honestly can't say, but all the fucking songs were trash. So it ain't really fucking matter, right? But anywho, both the Taras went home. So that was sad. So now, and also she gave Audrey, oatmeal cream pie face, she gave her the golden mic. So she's safe from the next round of eliminations, right? So Tara got her there. She kissed the mic. They licked her bullhead, and she went on about her business. She said they just woke up a beast in her. She gonna get busy. We gonna see her soon. Tara, when you come back, have the teeth count down to the correct number. Got it. Okay. Anywho, Deb said, listen, the night ain't over. Deb, you slaving the shit out these girls. Dad, it looked like it was 3 in the morning. The night is over. It's been 2 eliminations. They've been up all night. You didn't got. Come on, Dad. Let these girls get some rest. Cut the bullshit. But anywho, she said, now wait, get your ass back in here. We got another activity. She said she's putting the ladies in 2 groups of 3. It's going to be the green team and the purple team. Green team is Kimberly, Ashley, and AJ. Purple team is Audrey, Amber, and Daisha. And she said she's putting them groups together because they're going to write a song tonight and perform it tonight. Deb, this is a motherfucking setup. This is a setup. This some bullshit that Todd put together. But anywho, that's the end of the episode. Oh my goodness, that was good. That was good. Y'all gotta tune the fucking All Black Network. If not, tune in on Prime or Amazon Prime. It's Deb's House RnB. They only on episode 3. If you missed the first 2, watch my reviews. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy this rainy Saturday, and I will see you guys soon.